What's up guys, this is Leoboy2k06 and today guys, I'll be going through many speedrun tactics used in Super Mario Galaxy 1. So this is how the video is gonna go. This video will only include skips, weird glitches and other cool tricks to perform. But I'm no expert in this category, so I'll be joined by SPG64. Also, there'll be timestamps for each mission down in the description. Also, if there's something that we missed out on, please let us know in the comments. So without further ado, let's begin. There's not too much going on here when it comes to having major skips, but I'll name the 1-star here. When you're going up this stone tower, once you're about 2/3 of the way up, start to perform a triple jump and try to aim for the launch star. Make sure you're holding A when executing the 3rd jump to be safe, since it'll grant you a bit more airtime. This will save you from talking to the Luma. Now once you reach this black hole planet, you want to go over to this ledge, then long jump. Once you're beside the edge, you want to spin while holding forward. This will save you from going around the planet. Beside the big piranha plant, there's a tilted platform. Go up to it. Backflip, then spin to go on top. Now all you have to do is backflip again and you should be taken to the next planet. On the planet with the boulders, there are metal bulges around the planet. Once you've landed on the planet, there should be one at the right side of your screen. Approach the bulge and begin walking into it. While doing this, start to spin rapidly, but make sure you're still in line with the bulge. With some trial and error, you should be able to clip inside of the planet and be stuck there. This won't benefit in any percent run or any type of run in the slightest, but as I said at the start of the video, there will be cool tricks and glitches. Triple jump onto the house on the first planet. Now jump onto the pipe, but only for a split second. Make sure the animation for going down the pipe is shown, because if you use the launch star before the animation, this won't work. If done correctly, this will cut out the music for the rest of the level until you get to the airships. If you die, the music will also reset back to normal. Head over to the fence that's beside this fountain. Now stand on top of the fence and position yourself here. Now long jump towards the corner and move towards the lower ground. If you miss it slightly, then you can spin to save yourself. On the lily pad planet, if you jump on the lily pads, crouch waddle into the edge, then rapidly spin, staying crouched and against the edge, you will see the lily pad slowly rising up. If you look under the lily pad in first person, you can see that it's fairly glitchy. Now you can jump back onto it, and from here, you can backflip towards this pole, wall jump off it, and spin, you can land on top of it. Now you can simply triple jump towards the pole, and wall jump off it, then spin. But I mentioned the lily pad simply because it's a glitch that not too many people know about. But once you're on top of the pole, reposition the camera so it's facing the floating flower, backflip towards, spin, and then do a frame perfect side flip towards the launch star. This will maybe take a few tries to get the side flip done. To skip taking the vine to go up top, all you want to do is position yourself where Mario or Luigi's head is in between these two honeycombs and then jump off. Perform a spin once you're not in contact with the wall, and from there, hold A until you've reached the top.
Alright then, now for the hard stuff. I'll start explaining it by talking about one of the most broken glitches in this game, the slope jump. This trick allows you to climb slopes as much as you want really. To pull this off, you need to backflip onto the slope you'll be climbing and hold the control stick down, jump, change your control stick direction from the way you're facing to the way you want to traverse up the slope, and finish it off with a spin. My explanation may not be the best, so if you're looking for an in-depth explanation, we'll link a good video in the description. You can also pull this off quicker if you can implement a ground pound into the trick, and there is also a really easy way to do this too, but you cannot get as much freedom with it. You can literally walk up slopes while constantly shaking the remote to climb it. Yeah, I know, simple, right? Now that I've explained the slope jump, let's get into the good stuff. You want to use the slope jump to get to this part of the planet with these walls you'd usually wall jump off of. You want to go on top of this wall facing this direction and then backflip in a way that allows you to wall jump off of the tree like shown here. Even though I use Mario in this example, I highly recommend using Luigi to practice. Anyways, once you get the wall jump, you want to land on the tree and begin slope jumping up to the top. Now you want to get Mario facing away from the camera by going to the right side of the tree to face right and slowly change Mario's direction by slope jumping on the back of the tree as shown here. Now you want to slope jump backwards to this spot and you should start belly sliding down the tree like so. If you're lined up correctly, just keep belly sliding until you're about to get to the bottom of the slope. When you approach the bottom, the camera snaps into a different direction, so to avoid this, hold right, and when you're in the air, hold A and then spin. If you've done this correctly, you should be able to wall jump off of the big tree and slope jump to the star. This trick is incredibly hard to get down, but is one of the biggest skips in the game, so yeah, have fun with this one.
At the spawn point, start by climbing the slope by doing the previously explained slope jump. Now triple jump over here and go over to this spot. Triple jump again and perform another slope jump. Now get on top of this wall as shown here and take the launch star. Now to skip a major part of this planet, you want to walk down to the wooden part. Now backflip, spin and wall jump off this part of the wood. You will begin falling towards the next area, and in order to get on top of the tower, you want to wait until the camera shifts into this position, and once that's done, you want to spin. Now hold left towards the tower and you should be able to land on top. In the Honeyhive Race, here's a quick tip on how to get through it as fast as you can. Once the timer begins, you wait until 2 to crouch, and when it says go, then you press A. This will give you a boost. Now all you have to do is long jump from the fence as explained earlier.
Flipswitch. This galaxy has one useless but cool trick regardless. Stand on the moving spike platform here and long jump while it's moving to get a lot of momentum. There is no reason why you should try this, but it's at least a cool trick. Believe it or not, you can crash the game in Loopdeloop Galaxy. It isn't easy to do, but here's an explanation. Once you talk to the big penguin, you accept his offer to teach you manta ray surfing, but this time when the screen goes black, you want to backflip off of the manta ray as quick as you can. Yes, you can actually do this, but you only have a few frames to work with. If you're not the best player at this game, I do not recommend you try this. In fact, I could not get this trick with Mario myself, so I resorted to using Luigi instead. If you fail this backflip and end up on the manta ray like normal, you'll need to re-enter the level. If done correctly, you can go away from the manta ray and the big penguin with the effect of some wacky animations for Luigi. If you decide to continue the manta ray tutorial while not being on the manta ray, you get some strange effects. One of these effects is crashing the game, which I mean, that's kind of cool, right?
Did you know there's a way to get the Megaleg within a few seconds of this level? Begin getting speed and jump past this line. Make sure your second jump starts at the edge of the cage or at least right beside it. Now execute the third jump at the center of the cage and hold A. At the peak of your jump, spin and you should be sent to the next planet. Now you could just find the octagon and start the battle, but you can still land on Megaleg while in mid-air by just holding right. Now you can explore an active Megaleg when no enemies spawn and nothing is functioning. At the Star Space Junk Star 1, there's some pull stars that allow you to skip collecting the star chips and taking the launch star. Begin taking the pull stars, but stop at this one here. Now start to pull yourself towards this pull star right here, but press Z when you're in between them. Now you'll begin to fall and all you'll have to do is hold down on the nunchuck. This skip may take a few tries, but it's definitely worth learning. I especially like this skip because even if you mess it up, you can save yourself by grabbing a pull star and continuing on with the mission. Also, here's another quick but a bit more risky mini skip. Once you've gone the third silver star here, face to the right and long jump. Once you're near the platform, spin and you shall land on top. Now I'm only saying that this is risky just because you could either mess up your jump or spin at the wrong moment. And if I had to be honest, it's definitely not worth it dying for this skip that saves a few seconds.
Here's some cool tricks you can try. Head into Space Junk 2 and make sure you don't take the launch star at the start. Now you want to position yourself on the yellow toad chip here and then begin to run in this direction and continue until you get to this point. Once you're here, long jump, and if you've done it all correctly, you should bonk off the red toad chip and end up inside of the yellow one. You can't really do much while you're in here, so it's kind of a pointless trick, but hey, at least Mario's doing fine in there. To end this, you'll need to quit out of the star. For this next trick, make your way over to this airship with the Magic Koopa. Once you're here, jump onto the back of the ship and stand on the left side facing this way. Now you want to long jump off in a straight direction for about half a second and then move your control stick from up to up left. And if you keep falling, you're on the right track. If you fall into the black hole, you'll have to try again. If you keep falling, you'll get caught in some gravity. If you hold right when the camera shifts here and then do a spin shortly after, you can get caught in the gravity of these pull star planets from the first star, and you can explore the section freely up until this point. If you don't hold right, you'll end up back at the toad ships at the beginning of the level. Now to get a quick snipe on Camilla in this mission, make sure to knock out these enemies and grab a red or green shell. Once you've done that, simply run across the bridge while performing a triple jump. If you've timed it just right, you should be able to start the fight with Camilla while holding a shell. Instead, I decided to do another epic triple jump with some very smooth animations for Mario to go with it. Anyways, when the fight starts, simply jump and immediately shake the remote to throw the shell at Camilla's stupid face. The Mega Sideflip. This glitch can go f*** itself, honestly. I do not recommend you try this. I've played an entire hack that abused this f***ing glitch. Well, anyways, explaining this trick is going to be annoying, but I'll give it my best shot. For some reason in certain parts of the game, you can pull off this side flip that gives you some crazy height. I'm going to use Rolling Green Galaxy for this example. To do this, you want to line Mario up around this area near the ball launcher, and then you want to run down, hold up as if you were performing a side flip, but instead of holding up while you're flipping, immediately snap the control stick to the left. I don't mean rotate the stick around, I mean snap it. I'll show some images of me doing this to get the idea into your head. If you're doing this right, you'll notice that you've just side flipped higher than usual. This time, you want to abuse this trick some more, but this time go as high as you can with it, and hold up in the direction where this next mini planet is. Grab the wall and wall jump off to get on top without the star ball. People say that dying before you try this trick helps, but I really don't see how. You can also wall jump here at the bottom of this platform since it apparently slightly shifts the camera for you, therefore making this a little bit easier. If you finally get on the mini planet, here you can long jump to the next planet. To do this, stand here and long jump to the left. When the camera snaps, you want to hold right and spin. If you do this correctly, you'll have full exploration over the screen field. If you can't make a side flip, however, you can still get here. You'll need to be playing as Luigi though. You're able to do a tight triple jump to this platform, but just make sure you hold A when you perform it, and if done correctly, you can just repeat the long jump from earlier and explore the green field as the green man himself. Just for fun, I decided to mega side flip on top of the windmill, so that's cool, I guess. I don't know.
In Battlerock 1, to skip collecting the pull stars, all you have to do is triple jump and spin to the launch star. Line yourself up with these two bolts in the ground, run up to them and then take your first jump. Have your second jump to be in the center, and for the third jump, have it relatively at the edge of the metal platform, but not too far for the gravity to change. Make sure you're holding A when executing the third jump, and at the peak of your jump, spin. You should be taken into the launch star from this. I'd also say this is quite dangerous if you're doing a speedrun, because unlike the space junk skip, you cannot save yourself after doing this. So I'd recommend grabbing the first pull star chip when you spawn. But now it's time for a cool trick. At the first yellow gate, once you're close enough to it, backflip, then spin onto it. Now keep falling off and spinning your way back on until the moving platform is this far away. Now just go down and start continuously slope jumping while changing your direction as shown here. Once you've reached this point, you can fall down, and right before you're dead, you could get this amazing view of the big planet.
Let's take the difficulty down a notch. Here's a nice simple flip that the whole family can enjoy. On Battlerock Star 3, make your way to the 2D section and find this question block. Make sure you go on top of it to perform a backflip in this area. This trick only saves you a few seconds and is extremely easy to do, so have fun.
It's time to show off the first Bowser skip. At the end of the big pipe, there's a tile with a few cracks in it. Stand directly in the center of the tile and have Mario face to the left. Now backflip, spin and hold up and right on the nunchuck. This will cause poor Mario or Luigi to die, but on a more positive note, if you did this correctly, then you should spawn further into the level. This is caused because there's an area that you went through before you died that caused Mario or Luigi to spawn further into the level. Now before I show off this cool trick, note that this will only be able to be done with Luigi. There might be a way of doing this with Mario, and if there is, let us know, please. So what you want to do is jump on the thwomp and wait until it crashes down. Now go to the bottom left corner, and when it's rising, begin running forward. And just before the thwomp goes idle again, you long jump. Now once you're beside the curved platform, you want to spin, which will give you the height to wall jump off it, and spin again to get on top. Now once you're up here, some pretty weird stuff happens. You get these odd camera angles which are funny looking, but the weirdest thing here is that the platforms begin breaking at a certain point. This is clearly a normal in-game switch that activates when you're going up the steps, but if you step on this platform here, it will trigger a cutscene and freezes the game. It doesn't crash your console though, you could still open the Wii menu, so I guess that's cool. Welcome to the home of the big penguin, and since they're here, you know that there's going to be a good skip. Walk up to this step here and backflip onto this tree. Now go into this part of the tree and backflip onto the platform. Now triple jump towards this higher ground and spin to finish it off. There's no specific spot to triple jump really, but I do recommend staying to the right side of the grass.
Do you like small planets? This trick is just for you. This is difficult to perform however, so I wish you good luck on this one. In Ghostly Galaxy's first star, head to this outdoor area with these pull stars. Go to this fence, backflip, and now you want to grab this pull star for about half a second or so. Press Z to get out of the pull star's grasp, and once you've done that, spin. You need to repeat this over and over until you reach this mini purple planet that for some reason has gravity. If I were to guess why there is gravity, it's probably so these star bits that pop out of the planets don't fall into deep space. You can long jump around this mini planet to see some epic Luigi physics. You can also get back to the pull star area by performing a triple jump. Anyways, remember that you have to do each action in a short time frame, so yeah, good luck. Look, we're back at Ghostly 1, but this time we're actually saving poor Luigi. He's probably feeling absolutely devastated in this room, judging by his very not strange facial expression. Anyways, to skip collecting this key, come over here, perform a long jump to the right and grab this pull star right before it goes off screen. If you get enough momentum from the pull star, you should be able to clip under this part of the house, therefore ending up in this room. Just for fun, I had Leo attempt this trick himself, and this was his reaction.
Yes! Got him!
Alright, Leo.
To save a bit of time in this mission, here's a quick tip. Stand on the edge of this platform and have yourself be in line with the peak of this bridge. Now long jump towards the spawn and spin once you're right at it. From here, long jump straight forward and hold left to approach this corner. Wall jump off this wall and hold left on the nunchuck. Make sure to aim towards the left because there's no ground beneath you before you spin. If I had to be honest, this is one of the best skips in the entire game and it's so easy to perform. Once you've reached the second planet, walk a bit backwards, backflip, and then spin onto these rocks. Now just long jump to the right and there, it's done. Now you're able to do this because Nintendo forgot to put an invisible wall here. But yeah, this skip is just far too OP. Now this is a simple trick that you can pull off. Go over to this platform and all you have to do is backflip into the platform above. You should get a pull star chip and really the only purpose for this trick is that you don't need to activate the moving platforms. Let me explain this as briefly as possible. Go down this pipe. Wait for the first bullet bill. Once it's released, long jump and spin. Now break the cage. This skip is even easier than the bubble breeze trick. Just go into the first cannon and launch yourself over to this airship. Once you're at it, grab the pull star and then fall down.